Hey, Aries, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your March 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aries, we're diving into health. Health, wealth, and abundance are the key themes for you. So we'll take a look at your current frequency when it comes to health. We'll take a look at what that energy is attracting. What is it that you are manifesting because of the energy you're putting out? And then lastly, how can you attract more positivity and more abundance into the category that we are tuning into? So health, wealth, and abundance. Starting with health, please see the disclaimer in the description box below. Please see a professional if need be. And first and foremost, trust your intuition, right? Trust your intuition to guide you. Like I always say, we don't need to tell our heart to pump blood, right? We don't need to tell our stomach to digest. We don't need to, tell our lungs to breathe in and out. I feel like it's very important that you listen to your body because it is wise, right? It does carry an innate wisdom that sometimes we forget about. So if your body is trying to get your attention, listen. Now, a couple of my favorite go-tos, recommendations, if you're wanting to dive further into maybe alternative health or look at healing the root of the cause or symptom that maybe you're having, you can certainly dive into the works of Louise Hay, one of my favorites. Medical Medium is someone that I also follow as well. And then there is a really great book. It's called 78 Ways to Wellness. And it's working with the tarot. I believe it's a book by Juno Lucina, I believe. And it is working with the tarot to help you dive into maybe some health issues or concerns. So those are just a couple of my favorites. Now, looky who we have. We have you showing up here with this Aries energy, with the Emperor. So this is you, right? Really standing in your power, and you're really feeling a lot at this time. I mean, the Emperor, he's gone to war and back. He's gone through a lot. So when it comes to health, some of you could have an old sports injury, maybe even a war injury, okay? This could be a battle scar, some sort of battle wound. Some of you, I am seeing some significant scar on the body. Maybe it's due to surgery. Maybe it's due to childbirth. Some of you, it could be something else, but I do see a significant scar, or at least energetically it feels that way. Now, this could also be at times feeling a little bit of isolation, because the Emperor, as they say, sometimes it's a lonely road to the top. So if you are either solo, single, or if you built a business, or maybe you're a boss or a CEO or a leader in some way, shape, or form, or maybe even a single dad or a single parent, there could be a little bit of isolation as well. And I am getting specifically blood and muscles could be significant here for you. Perhaps blood has to do maybe with diabetes, or it could be maybe inflammation. Some of you, there it was an actual or is something of a cut, of a wound with blood. Okay, maybe you cut yourself, cut your finger. I also see blood pooling to the surface, so this could be a bruise as well, a significant bruise. Of course, please take what resonates to you. This would be a really great time here, Aries, to start an exercise regime that will get your blood pumping. Because for some of you, I do see some sort of stagnancy when it comes to blood, when it comes to circulation, even energy levels. Yeah, some of you, this could be ageism as well. Some of you may just be feeling the effects of aging, right? And I mean, that is unavoidable, but we can take steps to help us feel better, right? Whether it be exercise, whether it be eating healthier, surrounding ourselves with, influential people. I also get here the head, Okay, the head is significant. It's almost as if you can see the crown. Is someone wearing a hat or maybe balding? Or this could be something with hair, crown chakra. Maybe there's a thinning of hair. Maybe someone's wearing a wig here. I feel like that is something you are looking into a little bit more. Some of you may have even had some sort of transplant. Okay, that's significant. Maybe it was a blood infusion or a blood transplant. Maybe it was even a hair transplant. Okay, what else do we have here, please? They're illuminating the legs and the hands. Maybe there's been low circulation because blue, it's almost like code blue, right? When something doesn't have as much circulation. Maybe in the hands, some of you, the hands could be significant. Maybe you're feeling a little bit numb in the hands, or maybe you need to get the blood moving in your legs and your hands. That's what I'm seeing here for you. Okay, what else do we have here for the Emperor, please? Okay, yeah, I'm just getting here. It's important to either start a new meditative practice, connect with that higher self, because they're highlighting again the crown. So it's almost as if you are opening your crown chakra up a little bit more. So this could be getting into a good meditative practice, getting outside. Some of you used to do more hiking or rock climbing because you can see the mountains in the background. Some of you had a lot of energy and you just feel like you've been a little bit stuck lately. I'm also getting Hanged Man energy. So let's see what you are currently attracting with this energy. I mean, yes, we just talked about that a little bit, but it looks like you have some shifts coming in here with this Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is good. It does talk about health, right? Pentacle realm does talk about the body as well. So when this shows up, I'm getting neck immediately, okay? Something with the neck. Esophagus, communication, talking. I mean, Page of Pentacles as well. There could be stress when it comes to maybe communicating your needs around money or around a health concern. We want to stay out of some sort of victim mentality as well, or dominance. I'm getting anger. Some of you, this could be liver, Aries, as well, because the Emperor, when the Emperor is not in his highest of high energy, which we all have duality, right? That's part of the human experience. Sometimes that Emperor, he can be very dominant, and I feel like it is important to question, and that's what the Page of Pentacles is doing. The Page of Pentacles, he is a little researcher, right? He is inquisitive, he's curious, he's very dependable, goal-oriented, and I feel like you have skills. I mean, from the Emperor to looking into things, you have the ability to put the pieces together. You have a brilliant mind. You've gone through a lot, and now you're able to say, okay, I know why my throat is acting up. I know why I've developed this cough. It's because I wasn't speaking up. I know that that issue healed as soon as I, connected the dots here. So it's almost as if you already know how to heal, right? You know how to heal, but I also see with this Page of Pentacles, you are, okay, thank you, Spirit. They're giving me that phrase, you can't teach old dog new tricks. Oh, yes, you can, right? It's almost like the neuroplasticity in your brain is being reprogrammed, right? You're doing new things, or that's your advice here. What are you currently attracting? By doing something in a new way, you're actually attracting an alternative way of healing. Okay, so there's more than one way to heal, of course, and there's more than one health or wellness or medical professional. And I feel like you are open, which is great, because sometimes this Emperor, he can be at times very, very dedicated on one path, but the thing is he's tried all of them. He's tried all the paths. And this is saying you're staying open to the path that works the best, and you're going to keep doing more of that, Aries. So I'm loving that for you. Let's take a look at how you can attract more positivity and more abundance. Wow, look at that. You have the Chariot showing up here for you. The Chariot energy with the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful energy. So how can you attract more positivity, more good health? I am getting here with this chariot travel. Get out of your comfort zone. There is something with genetics, I will say, with this chariot. Okay, something with either genetics. This may pertain to even the womb for the female, right? It can be the womb. It can even be the heart chakra, the breast area. Some of you may even have some tests coming up in the heart region, maybe a mammogram. For others of you with this chariot, I do feel like this can be motherhood or healing some mother issues, because the chariot is Cancerian, the Cancer moon, right? And the moon is a mother. So I feel like there could be something genetic or hereditary. The chariot is a water sign, so it can bring in water issues such as edema, incontinence here, maybe even food allergies or toxins or even food poisoning. Some of you, if you're eating something that just doesn't sit right with you, trust that, okay? And that may be causing some sort of inflammation as well. Some of you, I feel like there's just not enough circulation. Something's not pumping here the way that it could. Queen of Pentacles showing up here. Some of you are worried about your physical realm, your resources I'm getting here as well. But because you're doing your research with that Page of Pentacles, this is about you getting in touch with nature and eating more of maybe a mineral or plant-based diet. This can be also getting out in nature. It is abundance multiplying. I mean, look at that white rabbit. White rabbits it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. And so there's a message there with the Alice in Wonderland. It's almost as if even if something seems a little bit woo-woo or in another land, Aries, if it is working, keep moving forward with it. That's why you have the chariot here. So keep moving forward, do what's working, do what's best for your body. And there's also something with timing. Slow down, okay? So if you're going a million miles per hour, or if you have many things up in the air you're juggling, because the Emperor takes care of a lot of people. So if you are, maybe you're the head of a company, an organization, maybe you're the head of your household here and you have a lot going on. Maybe you're taking care of kids. Maybe kids are stressing you out here. This is important for you to slow down and try to find some sort of balance or help, because you could be going too quickly and it could even be causing, the heart to palpitate more. It could be causing one to just feel even lack of direction at times. And I'm also getting something here with maybe the mind or the brain as well, maybe a little bit of forgetfulness, Aries. So those are all things to look into. If it resonates, awesome. Please take it as it does. But of course, please see a professional if you need to. All right, Aries, wealth. What do we currently have for, okay, that one kind of flew off. One moment, Aries. Oh, look at this. We have the King of Wands. Some of you are entrepreneurs out there. Some of you are doing your own thing. Yeah, King of Wands. When it comes to wealth, a lot of you have ideas that you want to build and monetize and make money from. Okay, that's way too many. And and that's probably why, because what we're clarifying next is the energy that you're currently in, right? What are you attracting with this King of Wands energy? And it looks like a lot, but that's way too many. We'd be here till sun up. Thank you, Spirit. You're manifesting balance when it comes to money, because some of you felt maybe the economic impact. Some of you have gone through some setbacks or difficulties when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance, wealth. All right, let's look here. Okay, Nine of Swords. So what we have starting off here, when it comes to wealth, this is you taking charge of your destiny, Aries. I mean, this is strong fire. You are fire. This is you being very active, very passionate, very goal-oriented. I feel like you are a leader of some sort, whether it's a spiritual influencer, whether you are a motivational speaker. People look up to you because they see that you are brave, you're courageous. You see here that the lion is right there. So it's respect, it's integrity. And I feel like you've you're very well versed. You've traveled, you've been around, or you've learned a lot with money. Maybe a lot of you have gone through a lot of experiences, a lot of jobs. Some of you may even be coming close to retirement, or you're looking at your finances in a completely different way than maybe you looked at, say, in your 20s, right? Even if you're 20, you could be an old soul that's really looking into money management. But I get that here for you with this King of Wands. So when it comes to your wealth, I feel like you are a leader. You're very warm, very adventurous. But when he shows up in his lower frequency, when he stays stuck in some patterns at times, the King of Wands can be a little bit inflexible, maybe even a little bit bossy or hard to reach. Now, I don't see necessarily you being in that energy, but I have to mention it because we do have the Emperor showing up when it comes to health. So some of you may even be seeking a healthcare professional or a wealth professional with that Emperor energy, someone who knows a little bit more than maybe you do. But the King of Wands here showing up in wealth, I feel like you are attracting financial freedom. At least that's the goal. That's what you're working on. But I do see here, Aries, it has been a struggle for you with the Nine of Swords, because you have been you've been cut. And that's so interesting that we mentioned the cut, or we mentioned some sort of scrape or blood with the health, because everything is intertwined, right? Now, what are you currently attracting with this energy? You have the Temperance in reverse here. So the Temperance is tempering our emotions. It's about blending. It's about patience, but it's also about the temperance angel, right? So I feel like you are praying, you're asking for angelic divine guidance here with the Temperance and the Temperance angel showing up. But you see here that she has a couple of cups she's holding up in the air. So it's as if you're trying to manifest here your dreams, what your passions and your desires are when it comes to wealth. So a lot of you, because you have this showing up here, I am getting that you've had to try to be patient, but you've learned so much in this process. But it's almost as if sometimes you question, is this going to happen? Am I going to be able to be financially free? We get that energy stuck in our head that we have to work until a certain age, and we spend most of our life working, and then we can't retire until this certain age, and then we don't even feel in our best and we can't even enjoy it. So there's something here about taking a look at beliefs, societal beliefs around maybe family, culture, traditions. Even though this isn't the Hierophant energy, I am picking up on that here with the Temperance. So we need to find a balance here. This is also the card of self-control. And I feel if you want wealth, don't be afraid to go get it. Don't be afraid to find balance in your everyday life and put energy into it. So even if you're that Emperor, the Emperor, the way he gets to the Emperor, right, is being able to, for one, he's all four kings wrapped up in one, but he's able to balance his time and negotiate and compromise and not spread himself too thin, right? He's able to kind of keep that ball up in the air a little bit and you kind of see that, right? You kind of see the lines, the parallels, the circle. It's almost as if you're working a full-time job over here, but you can still find balance in creating maybe a supplemental income or regenerating some sort of income or going to school while you're taking care of the kids. It's just a balance act here. And I feel like you do have support. You're not alone. How can you attract more abundance? Releasing the fears, right? The fears or lack of self-confidence, lack of self-worth. I mean, Nine of Swords can be obsession as well, obsessing over something because it hasn't happened yet. It can be obsessing over not having enough money. It can be obsessed about, King of Wands, even in reverse, is a bossy. So some of you may be obsessing over a boss. And Nine of Swords is saying that, in order for you to attract more abundance, what can we let go of, right? What can we release? And I feel also it does have to do with you seeing from a more optimistic point of view. And some of you are saying, well, Melissa, how can I when things are very stuck here? But I don't feel like you are stuck. I feel like there is patience here. There's balance. There's tempering. Call in the angels. Ask for help. The angels do need your asking. They need you to ask because they don't want to interfere with your free will, right? So ask the angels for support when it comes to this stress, because some of you are stressed over money or you have anxiety over this, and this can actually block abundance. So a way for you to attract more of it is stress management, taking care of your own health as well. All right, let's look at abundance. Now, abundance can be anything. Maybe it's love, maybe it's free time, maybe it's family, maybe it's money, maybe it's feeling joy and happiness. Let's take a look at where you're currently at in that energy. That kind of came in quick. What you're currently attracting by being in that energy. And lastly, how can you attract more positivity and more abundance? Whew, wow, okay. 5 of Wands, Justice, 6 of Swords. When it comes to your abundance, there's some sort of conflict. Now, I'd rather see the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, but the 5 of Wands can be a little bit of adversity. It can be a little bit of, battle, but I like this illustration because you can see that a bunch of the boys in the background, they're playing with their swords that they've made out of playing with their wands, not swords, but they're using them in a way like a sword, but they're all different colors, but you see that they have a smile on their face. And I like this because it means that you realize and you understand, Aries, that yes, there's competition out there, but it doesn't have to be cutthroat. You realize that you're always going to have a competitor, or there's always going to be people out there. So if this is love, there's people out there that maybe you're going to jive with, some of them not, but it doesn't have to be, the pendulum swinging, which you see here, or the scales completely swinging from one end to the other. And that's interesting because that's Libran energy, and Libra is your opposite on the wheel. And you are able to harmonize more. So when it comes to your abundance, I feel like you are harmonizing more. You're wanting to collaborate more with others. The 5 of Wands is about understanding that all people are going to have different opinions. And you don't want to force your opinion on them, but you want to work together, right? And I see that if someone is criticizing or being overly competitive, or maybe they are your rival, or there's just a lack of leadership mentality here, you understand the universal laws such as karma. And you're not going to wait around necessarily to see this person get their karma or teach them a lesson in karma, because I feel like you're just walking away from that with the 5 of Wands. You can see that he's kind of looking back there and he's like, do I want to get in this friendly competition, or do I know when to kind of just play and have fun and realize that that's what it is here? Or maybe I'm ready to move on to something new. Now, what are you currently attracting? Definitely some balance. And this could be Libran energy here of you are receiving some sort of good karma is what I really feel here for you when it does come to your abundance, right? So you are attracting good karma. I mean, if this was maybe a different type of illustration, because sometimes that 5 of Wands, it can be just too much competition and it feels like you're not attracting what you truly want. But I don't get that from this energy. I feel like that the universal law is paying you a favor here, because you've put good energy out there. You're going to receive good energy. And look what we have here. How to attract more abundance, how to attract more positivity. 6 of Swords, move on. Know when to stay in this competition. There's a quote that I really like, or maybe it's a saying. I don't want to butcher it, so I'm just going to give you my paraphrasing of it. They say if you're in a room of 5 people and you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, right? Constantly be striving to be better and seek environments where there's growth, and seek energies where you want to be and where you're going. So if you are maybe you're too old to play this game, okay? And I'm not actually talking about literal age here, but it's like you've already done that, right? Again, if you're in a room where you know more than everyone else, you're kind of limiting yourself. So this goes for a relationship, or it goes for, maybe towards a job. If you've hit some sort of threshold, or if you've hit the ceiling in an area, can you evolve either with a person? Can you take them with you? Say, hey, let's go do this together. Let's evolve. Let's grow. If it's a relationship, or if it's a job and there's just no more growth. And this reminds me of a reading I just did. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was Leo's reading or Virgo, about being root bound. But it's like being in a plant, right? And if you've ever lifted a plant up out of a very root bound potter, it's very entangled. You have the white roots all over the place, and it's like they're strangling each other trying to get out. That's what we don't want to be in here. We don't want to strangle or feel suffocated in the energy. And in order to attract more abundance, you must go to where you are appreciated, where you are respected, where there's growth opportunity, and where there is some sort of balance or justice. Okay, so move on here, Aries. And if you're feeling a little bit stuck, because you are the emperor, you have that innate inner knowing. And when the justice card shows up here, this is the energy of balance, right? Judgments. It is, a final judgment call. So some of you, if you're dealing with maybe a legal situation, I feel like you're moving on from it to calmer waters. Okay, for some of you, maybe you are in a competition with your siblings even, okay? Some sort of sibling rivalry. If this is competition even with friends, I feel like it could be friendly competition. If you are a business owner, or if you've worked in an industry where other people are trying to maybe get a promotion, I feel like there will be balance of some sort. And if you're not the one that gets that promotion, you're moving on. You're saying, I've tried what I could try. I've done what I could do here. But I also know when I'm not wanted, or a situation has just become too much, I need to go repot my energy elsewhere. So that is what I have for you, Aries, a whole plethora of knowledge. Hopefully you are able to take some of that intuitive guidance with you as well. If you like this message, please hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, comment, and thank you so very much for tuning in, Aries. Lots of love.